Hello everyone, it's Maria here from Sydney, Australia. Thank you so much for joining me. It has been such a long time since I have done a video and my apologies. Basically, I was not inspired. I haven't made cards for a very long time and now I'm hit with the crafting bug again, and it happens I think to a lot of us, and I haven't really had the need to create cards, so that's why I haven't done many videos. But today I'm going to be using my favourite things stamp set called Bitty Bears. It's got basically a cute little bear for lots of different occasions. I'm absolutely obsessed with this little cute little bear having a honey pot there and eating. I think it looks so cute, and the sentiments in this set are just wonderful. You can use these for not only with the bears, but you can also mix and match them with other stamp sets as well. So I think that's really, really cute. And so today I'm thinking of using You Are the Sweetest with that little bear, because that would also make a very cute thank you card. So I thought, why not? I'm also using a retired Stampin' Up! Stamp set called A Little Wild. This is really cute. It comes with the dies, which I have at the back here. But the images I'm using today is this cute little beehive and the bees. And I think the reason why I'm using them is because they're also drawn in a similar style to this stamp set as well. So when I mix and match stamps, I try and make sure that they're kind of the same style, so that they look uniform, regardless of the fact that they're from two different companies. So those are the ones I'll be using today. I'm using a homemade honeycomb stencil that I made with my Silhouette Cameo. And I am using my nesting hexagon dies. And I'm using this size over here. I don't know I reckon this is around 3.5 inches, roughly. But I'm not 100% sure, but you know, go with the flow on this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get a scrap piece of paper and create a mask, because I want to do some ink blending on top of my card base. And the card base I'm using is just thick white cardstock. I'm using Stampin' Up's old Whisper white cardstock, the thick one, or basic white if that's what it's called now. I'm using that. And what I'll be doing is actually ink blending directly onto the card base. This is going to be like a 1-layer card with my elements all stuck on there. So I'm just going to trim down this piece of paper because it is a little bit too big. And I'm just going to do a small little mask. I'm just going to grab my trimmer. And that'll make it easy for me as well to use. You can use this mask again if it holds up, but I'd throw it out. It's only a piece of copy paper. It's not a big deal. So I'm just going to grab my card base. Actually, first I'm going to cut out the hexagon with my die cutting machine. This is a little dusty. I have to clean it. Haven't used it, as I said, I haven't, made cards in quite a long time, which is sad, but I just haven't had the need nor the time to do it. So unless I need something these days, I won't really make a card. But if I feel inclined and I want to make something just for the fun of it, I'll do that. Why not? So I'm just cutting this out now with my die cutting machine. You don't have to use fancy stuff, just use what you have. And if you don't have the dies, you can also use your Cricut or your Silhouette, and you can do the same thing. So with this mask here, even if it's banged up, it doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is just position it in a way that is going to be good for my image there. So I'm going to do it this way, I think. Or shall I do it this? I think I'll do it this way. So I'll do it there. And I just have to be very careful not to get any ink on that side. So I'm just going to grab my craft sheet. And I'm going to use 2 Distress Oxide inks. I'm going to be using Wild Honey and Mustard Seed. I think these are great colours. Love them. And with Wild Honey, you'd be mad not to use that colour with the Honeycomb themed card. I think it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. All right, so okay, I'll position it like this because I think it's going to be fun. And it's going to be a very light sort of, yeah, I'll put another piece of paper. Maybe I should have kept it like that. No, don't worry about it. All right, I'll just be very careful with how ink blends. So I'm just going to grab my blending brush. I'll just see which one was the, for the Distress Oxides. And I think it was this one over here. Yeah, it was this one over here. All right, because I've got 2 separate brushes. I've got one for Distress Oxides and one for just regular inks. Actually, is it this one? I did clean it, so it shouldn't really matter, should it? All right, so I'll start off with the Mustard Seed, and I'll ink that up. I'm just going to tap off the excess colour, and I will just go really, really gentle with this one. And I'll try not to ink blend outside of that. See, so that looks cool. Now this is just rough, okay? This is just to lay down some colour in the shape of a hexagon. Okay, I think that will do. Okay, so that's how it looks now with the ink blending. So what I'm going to do next is grab the Wild Honey Distress Oxide, and I'm just going to put this back over the top there so you can see. It would be a good idea to tape it down, but I'm being lazy, so I'm just going with the flow here. All right, I'm just going to grab my stencil. Now you can use whatever hexagon type stencil you have. And I'm just going to put this over the top of this. Do it like, let's see, kind of do it like that. Yeah, that'll look nice. So I'll just grab them all 3 pieces, put it further up here so you can see what I'm doing. And then with this one, it's the Wild Honey, tap off, and I'll just go over the top. And I think that looks fantastic. So that's that now done. That looks great with the Wild Honey. Looks really good. I love that. So, so cute. So I'm just going to clean up here. So I think that looks beautiful. I really like that. And it's just something fun so you can, you know, do a double stenciling sort of thing. So with this piece of Whisper White, just regular cardstock from Stampin' Up, I still have a lot of this cardstock, and I will be using that until it's all done. So there's quite a bit there. What I'll be doing is I'm going to be using my stamping platform here, and I'm going to grab my images that I want to stamp. So I'll just put this over here. I'm going to use that gorgeous little bear. I'm into the cutesy lately and I love them, but I also like elegant floral cards. But I've created quite a bit of those over the time and I just want to do something cute for once. So that's where I'm heading with this one. So because this is photopolymer, I'm going to be using with the foam. And I'm just going to now stamp. I might do that on this side actually. And I'm going to grab my Memento Tuxedo black ink. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I'll just go here. I don't have the dies for this set, but what I will be doing is using my brother's Scan and Cut. So I just want to leave myself a little bit of room. So I'll do that. Okay, I butt that right up to the corner and then I just go for it here. I try not to over stamp, but I am going to stamp that little nose to make sure it looks really black. So I'll just do another stamp very lightly, but I will concentrate on the nose. So make sure it's really butted up to the corner. And I'll just press where the nose is mainly. And now I got that nose really black, which is what I wanted. So I'll just clean that stamp up. And then I'm going to take off the foam and I'm going to put in the other stamps, which are red rubber stamps. So as I said, I'm going to use this beehive and the bees. Really cute. This is a retired stamp, of course, but always feel free to use what you have. And here are the bees. And then that way, you know, you can maximize your stash. I'm not going to keep buying stamps again and again just because they're new releases. It doesn't justify for me to buy them unless it's something I don't already have. And if you're really happy with whatever stamp sets you may have, even if they're old, do use them. Otherwise, it's just a waste if you don't. And we spent all this money, you might as well. And it's always a good idea to buy what you love and what you know you will use for many occasions. So I'm inking those up again with the Memento Tuxedo black ink. Make sure I pop that right into the corner. So if I need to go back on it again, I can. And I don't press very hard with these little line stamps because they can easily smudge and then they become... Yeah, I'm going to stamp that one again just to make sure it gets really black. And I'll just concentrate on that opening of the beehive because that's where I want it to be really, really black. Okay, and I'll just show you that up close. Doesn't look too bad. So I'll just go with it. And I'm just going to clean my stamps and put this away. I will not be needing this anymore. It's really cold and wet here in Sydney. We've had a lot of rain. I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's a lot of flooding going around at the moment around the city. So we've been staying at home and not going far because the weather's just awful and we're in the middle of winter here in Australia, so not a great time at the moment. But I don't mind the cooler weather because I sleep much better in cooler weather. I'm not sure about you guys, but I know I do. Put this away. Okay, so what I might do actually off camera is I'm just going to go and heat this up with my heat tool because I want to make sure that this is dry because it's so cold and wet. I don't want this to smudge in any way. So I'm just going to heat it over with my heat tool. I'll come back and then we'll colour these images in. And then after that, I'll be cutting them out with my brother's Scan and Cut. So I'll see you shortly. Okay, so I'm back now, and I've now just kind of dried this off a little bit. And I've got a spare piece of just copy paper here, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing some colouring with my watercolour pencils from Faber-Castell. I've had these now for about, I don't know, 3-4 years now, and the state of the pencils is still fantastic. I haven't had to sharpen them much at all. If anything, I've only sharpened maybe these 2 pencils the most, and once. They last a long time. The pigment's fantastic, and the way I colour is I use these. You can use them with water and you can use them dry, but I also colour these with my Copic markers. I love using my Copic marker for this. I can actually, I use this particular one, and it has a bullet, like a bullet tip, which is really cool. And the reason why I like doing that is the tip is, number one, nice and small for really tiny images such as this. And also I can go over and blend without peeling the paper. And that was one of my little bugbears with the blender pen from Stampin' Up. It is fantastic. I'm not going to say a bad thing about it, but the only problem is that I was peeling the paper, which I found really annoying. At times, it depended. If I really needed to blend something, then it wasn't good for that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab some nice browns. Going for a more like a honey caramel kind of a colour for the bear and for the pot. It's going to be so cute. I'm going to enjoy this. So I'm just going to lower this down, and I'm going to put on some music, and we will colour this. So enjoy. So I've just finished now, colouring in my images. So So this is how they look. Cute, right? And I think they will look gorgeous on here as well. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to cut that out with my Brother Scan and Cut off camera, and then I'll come back and I'll show you all of these bits and pieces all cut out. So I'll see you again shortly. Okay, so I'm back, and I've just finished cutting out all of my little images, and I'll show you these on here so you can see them. Super cute, right? So adorable. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fiddle around with the arrangement. So I would like to have the bear sitting down there, having that kind of in the foreground, and having just the little bees around the bear. I'm just trying to make it look somewhat good. I'm not sure if I have that right, to be honest. Just have a look. Maybe down here. That way it looks like it's sitting on something, and this can just be up in the air in the background, or I can put it over here and have the bear down here with the bees around, sort of like that. Maybe that was a little too big, I don't know, but you know, I'll just go with it, and I'll put this over here. What do you think? That kind of looks cute, doesn't it? I think I'll do that. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to be overly fussy with it, because when I do that, I know I then overthink it, and then I don't like it. So I'll just go with the flow on this one. So I'm just going to now just put some PVA glue. And I'll stick that just here. And I'll put the little bee going like that, as if it's going to go into the
Hi David, welcome aboard. John Campbell here, working in finance with pretty much everyone in the boardroom except for Karina. So you're part of the finance team, and yeah, just get involved with
so let's put that down here. And then I'm going to put that like so around the bear. That's flying around, maybe up like that. And I'll have this bee heading this way. So cute. I like working with cute little images like this. It's adorable. Like that. So I'll pop that up closer there. It's kind of cute, eh? I like that. That's a bit distracting. I'll put that over there. So then I was thinking of the sentiment. You're so sweet. You are the sweetest. I might put that over here actually to kind of break that up, and I don't mind having that white space over there. So I'll put this in there. You are the sweetest. So cute. And I'm going to grab my stamping platform. And I've got a quilter's grid that I have laminated, and I'm going to put this on top to ensure that I have the sentiment straight. So I'm going to put mine, I think over here, I think will be cute. Just like so. I think that will look good. What I'll do is I'll do a test stamp, and because it's a quilter's grid that I have laminated, it will be okay, like I can wipe it off afterwards. So this is just a test. Just make sure that this is buttered right up to the corner, okay? And I think I've got the placement right there, so I'll clean that off. And then I will stamp directly onto the card base now. Give this a good stamp with Memento, and I won't press too hard because these sentiment stamps are kind of skinny, so if you press too hard you make it all blurry and yuck. And that turned out absolutely perfect. See that? I really like the way that turned out actually now. I don't mind that they look like this. Super cute. And that is my finished card for today. I hope you all like it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below in the video, in the comments section. If you want me to continue on making videos like these, let me know. If there's anything else you'd like to me to show you, that'd be great. I was thinking my next video, whenever that will be, I'll show you some Creative Fabrica things because I've been into that lately and I've been doing other projects on the side besides cards that are very exciting to me. And I've actually subscribed to Creative Fabrica, and there's a lot of stuff you can do with cards. Your mind will be blown. So I may show a project with something from Creative Fabrica, but I hope you like this really cute honey bear card with the my favorite thing stamp set, Bitty Bears. These are so cute. The sentiments can be used again for so many different occasions. Even a Merry Christmas, you don't have to even use it with this set. You can mix and match, as I said before. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. I appreciate every single one of you. I also appreciate those that comment, who like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you so much, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.